If you're looking for a good hammock, good sleeping bag, a good sleeping pad, basically just any outdoor gear, Madeira Outdoor is for you. We are ambassadors of this company and happy to be so. Something that I would highly recommend, which I just actually got my first use out of, is their pillow. Inflatable, super duper light. I'm telling you what, I wasn't ever a fan of inflatable pillows until this, and I slept on that up in the cabin that you'll soon hear about. And yeah, great night's rest. I didn't even feel like I had a pillow, which is the best compliment you can get. It was just perfect. Perfect level head. You could inflate it or deflate it rather to see, like, get your head up higher or lower. Perfect. They plant trees for every purchase. The higher, the more expensive the item, the more trees are planted. They're super good cause. Make sure to use our link if you do use them. And on to the episode. Wow, dude, what a trek.
I feel it.
Yep, I feel it too. Where do you feel it the most?
My hip still.
Your hip flexor?
Hip flexor, yeah.
Like,
well,
is it the joint of your hip? Like where your hip
yeah,
connects
I'd
to your
say
bone?
the joint, the whole thigh.
Yeah, I think that comes from like lifting your foot with weight on it. Like
To
with
reach
your
over
boot.
4 feet of snow.
Yeah, with your boot and the snowshoe.
Yeah.
Because I got that same type of pain when I did a lot of winter hiking with just boots, like no snowshoes.
Mm-hmm.
It's that constant lifting of your foot when it's like more weight than you're used to. Yeah, we just got back today from hiking. I want to get the exact mileages down real quick. 1.3 from the parking lot to Dean Trail. 0.8 from Dean Trail to that intersection, and then 0.2. So it was only 2.3 miles. Well, no,
What?
it's 2.5 because
I'd
there's
say.
a couple that aren't accounted for. There's a couple corners and stuff. But
Mm.
2.5.
Yeah.
It was 2.5 miles.
7 hours.
It took us 7 hours to hike.
2.5.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah, we're kind of tired if we sound it at all.
Yeah, we just got off.
Yeah, I mean, what time is it now? It's 3:20 right now. We woke up we woke up multiple times in the night because we stayed in the cabin. But
Freezing cabin.
yeah, what time did we leave though? The cabin.
I mean, we got officially up at like 8:18.
Oh, okay.
So I'd say 9.
We didn't leave at 9.
Later?
Yeah, I think we left at around 10. Honestly.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Because well, let's backtrack. Let's start at the beginning of the trek.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. So today's Sunday for us, recording it. Friday night, you picked me up.
Yeah.
And then we went to the co-op
Yeah.
in Montpelier.
Got some food.
Yep. And then we got snacks. We got meals. We overpacked, which is something that we'll learn as we go, because we definitely bought more than we needed.
True. I mean, we ate one less time if you think about it too,
You're right.
because we hiked for 7 hours instead of.
I don't want to bring those garbanzo beans again.
Yeah, I know.
The cans of them. We didn't even touch them.
We couldn't think about this. We bring cans with no can opener. It's such a pain. It is such. I've done that so many times. It's such a pain.
I didn't even realize that till just
I
now.
know.
It's a good thing I didn't want garbanzo beans.
I know. We didn't even have a machete. Like, I've used a machete to open cans.
Yeah, so we gave ourselves as much time as possible, because I spent the night over at your house.
Friday.
On Friday night.
Yeah.
We woke up pretty early, like sub 7.
Yeah.
In between 6 and 7. You were already
Definitely.
up, dumping the footage from the GoPro.
Yeah. I know. I was excited.
Yeah, man, me too. And snowshoes.
Yeah.
You got an early
I just
Christmas
got,
present.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Props.
Yeah, your dad gets you a really nice pair.
Yeah, I think they're all-star.
All-star.
Like hiking.
Yeah, they're like
shoes. Yeah.
Yeah, they look really good.
Rugged.
I have a pair that I'd been given from my boss, Tibbs. Those worked really well for me.
Yeah, they did the job. Dude.
Yeah, they really did the job. And to tell you the truth, I hadn't snowshoed like in
Oh,
a longer
God.
in a longer trek
Yeah.
since Berrytown.
I haven't.
You haven't?
Yeah.
Berrytown used to do like a, the nature trail.
Yeah.
They used to take us on that in snowshoes.
Oh,
And
yeah.
the teachers, it's the worst day you can ever imagine for teachers on a day where you take 40 kids
Yeah.
outside
Already.
to strap on wooden snowshoes to their boots and lead them on a trek through the woods. Teachers have it tough, dude.
Yeah.
But we got to the mountain about on our way there. We were like passing into Montpelier or Waterbury, I mean. And we were heading towards Camel's Hump, and I'm like, "Yo, do you want a bagel?
Yep.
Turn around." So we go to, it's called Casey's Bagels. It's a really good place.
Yeah, they got some good.
Good
Good
bagels.
bagels.
I got bacon horseradish, which I'm not a big fan of horseradish, so I don't know why I picked that.
Yeah, it was a surprise to me.
It was when I
Yeah.
ordered.
I've never seen you eat that.
No, it was good. I mean, honestly, it was all right. Their bagels are really good, though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, double toasted that.
Yeah. And then that helped us. That's going to play a big part into this whole day.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we start hiking, and we got to the mountain about 9.
Yeah.
And we didn't strap our snowshoes on at first because the trail was mostly packed
Yeah,
down.
we didn't need to.
No.
I didn't
It would have
even
benefited
yeah,
us, I think. Maybe.
If we did it, yeah.
I
probably.
think so. But
I don't know. I feel like clown feet, honestly.
yeah, a little bit of the clown foot mentality. Maybe your hip flexor would have hurt worse if you put them on earlier.
Yeah.
Because we hiked all the way to Dean Trail before we put them on.
Well, we only hiked 2.5, so don't say all the way.
Dude,
It's
okay,
crazy. Dude.
Okay, so I guess it might not make sense to the listener, like why it took us 7.5 hours.
Yeah. If you're watching the video, it makes sense. Look at me fall in the hole.
You fell in a hole in the video?
Right in a bunch, probably.
Oh,
We were just
well,
just,
so the thing is, we had a sled, right? Okay, so our plan, if you would listen to the episode before this, we had mentioned it. Our plan was to hike Camel's Hump, get to the cabin, and spend the night, and then just hike back in the morning. But in order to do that in the wintertime, you have to carry a lot more, just to be prepared. Because being prepared is like the number one thing with any trek, any adventure.
yeah, extra clothes, warmth.
Yeah, find out what you need and then pack for it. So, but you can't carry all that in our backpacks. Because we're talking about like
Hell no.
we're talking about like too much water,
yeah.
too much food,
Yeah.
sleeping
Oh my
bags,
God, yeah,
bulky
dude.
blankets, snowshoes that we weren't wearing most of the time. So our solution to this is we have a utility sled, that you can like pull anything you want.
Like 50
firewood.
pound
Yeah,
holds 50.
it holds a lot more than
Yeah.
that.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
Gallons.
I don't know how much it's like rated for, but it's a good sled. So we were dragging that. Well, sleds move really, really easily across snow, across level and downhill. But we're climbing Camel's Hump, which is a 4,000 footer, which we probably only climbed 3,000. But
Yes. Of uphill, rocky.
oh my gosh, my hips, bro.
I know, dude.
Yeah,
I was limping the entire way down.
yeah, yeah. I know. I noticed. Yeah.
I mean, I was good, but
Right.
you-
So yeah, we set out at 9 and we start hiking and met some really cool people. If they're listening, yo, what's up?
yeah, for
Yeah.
real.
Hope you had a good time. We did.
Yeah, we successfully made it.
Yeah, we
We're back.
successfully made it there and back. So we make it up to the Dean Trail Y, and
We're just halfway about.
it is about halfway. But
Yeah.
mind you, we are pulling a sled.
Yeah.
A heavy, heavy sled with how much is your pack? Because I was thinking about this.
I always say mine's 30
30.
because I always pack the same stuff. Like
I think yours is 20. I would call it 25.
it was probably less.
Yeah, just because water is included in 30.
Oh,
and I
yep.
had all the water
You're right.
in the sled. And food is included in 30.
Oh yeah, and I
Yeah.
didn't carry any of that.
Right.
Yeah.
So you probably had a 25-pound pack. My pack was probably 25 pounds, and then we had probably 5 pounds of food,
10 pounds of water.
20 pounds of water.
It was halfway.
Yeah, you're right. 10 pounds of water, but we had like 20 pounds of snow
yeah. Yeah.
that just kept falling.
Yeah,
into
and
it.
the whole way we're walking up there, we're like, why don't people do this?
Yeah. 7 hours later.
Yeah.
But we were stopping. This is the thing too. You can't sweat. on a winter trek, especially when you're planning on spending the night up in a cabin, you cannot sweat. It is
crucial.
A rule. So, rule number 1, cotton kills. Don't wear cotton underneath everything, because you will find yourself frozen.
Learn that through experience.
Yeah. So polyester is what we had on, like, underneath everything.
Yep.
Then we had just long sleeve sweatshirt. I had a wool line jacket. You had a down jacket to put on under your real jacket if we needed it.
I had a woolly flannel.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And I had a wool hat if I needed it. But honestly, going up the whole way, I wasn't cold at all.
It was not bad. Honestly, the only
we were in the highest spirits.
Yeah, for real. It was like
we're just hanging out.
It was all enjoyable.
Every 10 steps though, 10 to 20 steps, and we'd break.
A minute, it would be like every minute.
Yeah, and
oh my god, every minute.
Every minute we were taking a break, and that's not an exaggeration at all. And it shows in our time.
It was just up
2.5 miles, 7 hours.
7 hours. Dude,
7
okay,
hours.
yeah. So listen, we left the house Saturday morning when the sun was coming up, right?
Yep.
We didn't get to the cabin till
4 o'clock.
The sun was down.
Yeah, 4 o'clock is when we got there.
Insane.
Honestly, the only part that started to get uncomfortable, which so much time was passing and we didn't realize it, that we were getting hungry.
Yep.
Because we didn't like eat a proper lunch. We had the breakfast, which was the bagel, and then we had like a lar bar, which I love lar bars. Lar bar. And we didn't even break into the peanut butter.
Nope.
Not at all, which we should have.
I know calorie-wise,
we definitely should have, because I'm telling you what, we got up over where Windy Gap is and then started to follow the snowshoe trek. Here's another thing. When we got onto Dean Trail, it was unbroken.
Yeah.
So half of this trip is through 4-foot snow.
I'm not even kidding. I didn't even say it, but he's not even kidding.
Literally 4-foot snow. And yes, we have snowshoes, but you're going uphill.
It really, yeah.
So with that sled tied to my pack, and me with my pack, we just kept trekking, and we made it to the point that I want to talk about that was like uncomfortable. Is we were 95% there. We were like literally 800 feet from the cabin, like 1,000 feet.
Yeah.
From the cabin.
Just about
1,000 yards or whatever. It was really, really close. But the tracks that we were following were not on a marked trail. At least we didn't see the marks. And they started to go downhill. And it's 3 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm telling myself, like, well, I'm saying out loud that we just need to figure out where we are before we go further downhill and follow these tracks continually. Because they were on the track that we needed.
Yeah.
But we needed to make sure that they were.
Mind you, we don't have a compass.
Well, yeah, a compass wouldn't have really helped, though.
Not in that situation, yeah.
No, not in that situation, because it's such a precise thing. You're literally trying to find a needle in a haystack.
Yeah.
And that needle's easy to find when you have a trail leading right to it. But with these snowshoe tracks and these cross-country skiers, this is what made me question it. It was seeing those guys that we saw at the beginning of the trail who were on cross-country skis.
Yeah.
When they were going back down,
couple of them.
They were not on the trail.
Oh, you're right.
They were going in and out, weaving up and down.
Yeah, dude, yeah.
And the way that my boss put it when he snowshoes is he doesn't know where the trail is, and he doesn't care, because you can just go wherever you want on snowshoes.
Right.
So when I knew that, and I see that we're following these things down a hill, I'm so beat from 7 hours of hiking that I do not want to drag this back up if we were going the wrong way.
Yeah, and you're hungry.
Yeah, we started to get hungry, and we weren't fully conscious of it at this exact moment, but we did become conscious of it very soon after.
Our solution to that, though,
our solution was really smart.
Yeah.
Because we recognized that we're on the long trail, and we'd hiked the long trail, and we had used an app before that is it's an exact, precise.
This app's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
It tells you where you are.
It tells you exactly where you are. It
from
shows
the trail point.
Yep, it shows you the trail.
Yeah.
And what did you do? You just looked it up?
Well, the way it works is you get the app. It's free. It's like Gut Hooks or something. Not sponsored. But yeah, you just buy like the long trails.
Oh, okay.
So I just bought the trails, all trails.
It was like $12.
Yeah, 'cause there's like 318 trails,
Wow.
something huge like that, and then you just click like it's GPS, so
Yep.
it just told us where we were.
That's amazing.
We were off on the red. We were
So-
just on like a side trail
Yep.
to the cabin.
So we were going in the right way.
Yeah.
Yep.
We were, the whole trail, the trail that we were originally following was the one
Was
we
the
should
right
have. Yeah.
Yeah, so we just kept going. Once we knew that was the cabin, everything eased up and we started going. But even even 1,000 yards away or however far it was, this is when the hunger truly started to kick our ass.
Yeah.
I was starting to, it's what I call like stupid hungry,
Right.
where you just stop caring a lot about
anything.
about falling.
Walking
Which is
through
dangerous.
Yeah,
This is, and I
You're
want to emphasize.
slow.
I want to emphasize this to anybody who is adventuring at any point. Which we're putting you've already heard it if you listen to this podcast, but we're putting a disclaimer in the intro because we don't recommend. This isn't a recommendation. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. We're just talking about our life and what we enjoy doing. So if you plan on doing anything, any type of trek, be 100% prepared. Have an emergency exit out, all that.
Know what you're doing.
Know what you're doing. Yeah. And make sure that when you're hiking, you're taking in calories because you're burning a lot, especially in the wintertime. And that can get dangerous because, dude, I'm telling you what, those couple times that I fell in the end,
Yeah.
like when you went up, when we went down that small ridge to the water, and then you went to
the cabin.
Yeah, just before the cabin, like 100 feet from the cabin. I fell because I didn't know that my left foot came out of my snowshoe.
Yeah.
And so when I planted my left foot, I expected it to be higher up, and then it sunk. And so my right leg all of a sudden had to take the full brunt of like me falling down.
Yeah, yeah.
And if you picture your foot flat and at a 90 degree of your ankle, and then your knee and your thigh are at a 90 degree, that's how I caught myself. And it put so much strain on my calf that I started to Charlie horse every time I stood up. And that's when I had to yell to you because I'm still dragging I'm dragging the sled, and now the sled is like in the water. And I'm like, I had to yell to you like 3 times, but you heard it, and you were in the cabin, so everything was fine.
It was so, dude, my perception of that, I'm just like running from my brother in the wilderness.
Right.
Of like a winter wonderland.
Yeah. Because the problem with that was I was still tethered to that sled that was about to fall in the water, like fully. And I only have one shoe on, and I can't let any of the slack let go.
Yep.
It was tough. We couldn't have done it without each other.
Definitely not.
You were breaking the trail the whole time.
Yeah.
Dean Trail was unbroken, and I was dragging a sled, bro. So you were raking it ahead of me.
Definitely shrinking a good 2 feet at some points.
Yeah.
Shrinking.
Yeah. Like sinking in.
Sinking, yeah.
You had that orange shovel.
Yep. That was the best thing we could have brought.
Yeah. What was your role with that?
Leaning on it. Like,
you used it for that? Like, what did you use it for mostly?
Whacking off the snow of the trees.
Yeah.
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 There was pounds and pounds of snow on these trees.
Yeah, dude.
Pine.
Big piles up there. Like, a snow pile shouldn't be above your head.
Nope.
But when you're walking through these trails, they sure are. We some things we underestimated were time, but we planned for it. We planned for the
Definitely did.
Yeah. We didn't expect it to take that long.
Yeah, really, because 2.5, we could do that.
You could
under
do that
3.
so fast.
Yeah.
So
7
hours. I told you this before, but I walk 1.7 every day. 5 days a week to work.
Yeah, that's only 20.
It takes me 20 minutes exactly. All I have to do is plan 20 minutes ahead. And I'm at work. So if you just double 1.7 on like regular terrain, it would be 40 minutes. So on a regular, just flat pavement, it'd take 40 minutes to hike what we just took 7 hours, 7.5 hours to do.
That doesn't even make sense saying it.
No, it doesn't make sense at all. And
it definitely happened though.
Yeah, we feel it.
Yeah, that stupid hunger or that stupid feeling.
Yeah, stupid hungry.
Yeah. That's like you move so slow.
So slow when your mind is just
Yeah.
not right and you're conscious of it, which is the worst
Yeah.
part. That's when you make mistakes, and that's when it's really dangerous.
Overworked.
But we get to the cabin. Started to take everything off. Started to get underneath our cat's meow sleeping bags.
Yeah.
20 degrees.
What is it? 20 degrees.
Yeah. And then we had... So total for sleeping gear... I had cat's meow 20 degree and a big fleece blanket that I could fold in half and make it like a double blanket. And then for you, what did you have?
Cat's meow as well, and then a down sleeping bag.
Yep.
And then just a blanket. I wrapped one around my foot.
So you had
Both
two
feet.
blankets?
Yeah, one around my feet, and then I used one as a pillow.
Oh, okay.
Just 'cause the pillow was cold that I
Yep.
was using.
Yep.
Fabric feels better.
Yep.
But
Oh, my
dude,
pillow.
These mummy sleeping bags though. Yeah, your pillow.
Yeah. Yeah, the mummy sleeping bags. What were you
Yeah,
going to say?
well, you can just wrap them up. You can have no hole basically. You're in a mummy like.
Like you're Kenny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're literally Kenny.
You're literally Kenny with these mummy sleeping bags.
Yep.
Mummy's the best design for a cold weather sleeping bag.
For sure.
For sure.
You
just-
warm it up yourself
Yeah.
just by being in it.
Yep.
That's what it was like my first time using it last night.
Like, yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, like on an official.
3,000 feet up.
Right. Wind whipping. It was so serene, though.
Yeah.
Something that sucked, though, was that light. We got such a good light.
Oh yeah.
Energizer, like a lamp, like lantern. It takes 4 AA's. But this is my own fault because, and I still don't know if this is the problem, but it says that it could either work with 4 AA's or 8 AA's. If it works with 8, it'll run for 100 hours at like
Damn.
medium intensity or
It was
whatever.
bright.
It was super bright when it worked. But obviously the batteries that came with it were being like tested a lot. You know, everybody walks by and pushes that test button. So
Try me.
So literally the first time we click it on, it goes from bright to off. And it wouldn't go back on to bright. We had to like hold it
was
until
dimmed.
it dimmed. And then it was dim at the lowest setting, and that's the only way that it would work. So then we got the super, super dim light. And it was 4 o'clock darkness at the top of this
Yeah,
mountain.
what?
So we just hung out until like 8 o'clock. For like 4 hours, we just like
Yep.
sat with that low intensity light, and we cooked. Yeah,
Tacos.
buddy. We had tacos. Top of the mountain
Yeah,
tacos.
like- We're in this cabin and we're just cooking tacos in our sleeping bags. We did not leave the sleeping bags
Nope.
once.
Nope. What
Till
did we
morning.
say when you were cold? Like when you're cold, you don't feel human.
Yeah, you're not human.
You're not human.
With
Yeah, you
anything.
become inhuman.
Yeah.
So like we kept asking each other if like the way that we would ask if we were cold is, are you do you feel human?
yeah, you instead of like you good, you
Yeah,
human.
You good? Are you human? Yeah, I'm human. You said your leg. Oh, our legs.
Yeah.
So I said that I strained my calf pretty good. Well, I'm telling you what. When I actually got in my sleeping bag and lied down and like started to relax, I couldn't. So say you're lying directly flat on your back, and then you take your foot, which your heel is. If you're on your back, your heel is touching the ground. But then if you pull your leg up to make like a upside down V shape,
Like you're riding a bike.
yeah, like you're riding a bike and your feet are touching the floor now. Every single time I would attempt to do that, I would get a Charlie horse in my thigh. And it would hurt so bad. And when you get a Charlie horse, the only thing worse than a Charlie horse is 2 Charlie horses. And every time I would lift my other leg, I'd get a second Charlie horse.
Not good.
No. But I had a flashback to when I was super, super young and I got my first Charlie horse. And my mom, I'm yelling, tried to put my foot through my pair of pants. And all of a sudden, Charlie horsed up. And I'm yelling, and Mom comes in. Mom, save me. And she runs in, and she's like, put your foot against the wall. I'm like, what? Put your foot against the wall. Just trust me. So you do that again. You lie flat on your back, and then you raise your foot to be flat against the wall. And then you want your ankle and shin at a 90 degree. And then your like shin and your thigh at a 90 degree. And then for some reason, that just relaxes all those muscles, and you feel it actively getting better. And if you have like a full Charlie horse when you do this, it'll like calm the Charlie horse.
You
right
like
down.
pull your toes towards you too.
Yep, you keep your heel firm and then stretch your toes like towards your head. That's how it works the best. And I did that, and it went away. It went away for a little bit though, but I didn't tell you this when I got back up to get something like later on in the night. Before 8, before we went to bed.
You start getting stabbed in the thigh again?
Yes. I started getting stabbed right in the thigh again, and I had to like prop it up again for a second time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, how did I wake up in the morning? I don't get how my head was over in that corner.
Oh, you had pushed all the way over to me. You were like that all night. Most of the night.
Well,
you don't have a sense of direction when your face is inside a mummy bag.
True, I guess you're right. But I didn't think I was moving. I was like just fetal positioning over and over again, you know, like
right.
You get
inchworming.
Yeah, basically.
You're literally inchworming. I had an emergency blanket though, those silvery like.
Yeah.
By the way, worth the carry. Everybody listening, if you're an adventurer, carry an emergency blanket.
For sure. It warms you up 20 seconds.
Yeah. I was in my sleeping bag with and mind you, I had my wool coat on too and a hat. I was totally fine. Toasty. But when I did start to get a little cold later on in the night, I took that emergency blanket and wrapped it around my sleeping bag, and the difference was immediate. And I think there's a couple reasons why. Well, one, it retains a whole bunch of heat, like just whatever material it's made out of. But two, it's impermeable, which means it's waterproof.
Oh, yeah.
And that means that the wind that comes on contact with it, it just brushes right off. Wow. And it doesn't pull the heat away from you.
Yeah, because the top of my sleeping bag was freezing.
Yeah. But I made a mistake. I didn't mean to do this, but when I was breathing like through my little mummy, Kenny face, like the hole in the sleeping bag, apparently I was breathing like underneath the emergency blanket. Because that thing got soaked.
Moisture.
Along with the top of my sleeping bag.
Shoot,
so it didn't really affect me because of how many layers there were. And synthetic already is good when it's wet. It's not ideal, but it's all right. So, we had a pretty good night. I mean, we just hung out, honestly.
Yeah, we hiked up a mountain to hang out.
Yeah, just hang out.
Cook some food.
Have some good food.
The cabin, dude. The cabin's nice.
Yeah, the cabin is pretty nice.
It definitely does the job.
It really makes you think though, the difference of environment from one season to the other. The same exact location with 4 feet of snow feels 180 degree different than when we were up there in that same exact cabin on the long trail. Yeah. And it was packed with people. Yeah. Same cabin.
Real. Same spot you slept in.
Yes, I slept in the same exact spot.
It's definitely way different. Yeah.
Yeah, way different.
7-hour hike, dude.
7-hour hike.
Just because of the snow.
We covered, some people can cover 20 plus miles in a day on the long trail in the warmer months. But we did a 14 mile, almost 15 mile day as our longest.
Yeah.
And we didn't even hike 3 miles yesterday.
And it took the entire sunlight.
Yes. Took from 9 o'clock. Well, sunlight's like 7.
Yeah, we woke up at sunlight.
Yeah.
From the house.
From here.
Yeah.
But yeah, 9 o'clock all the way. All the way to sundown. What? Okay. Yeah, we just got interrupted a little bit, but I'm just going to keep talking. I'd say that at nighttime it was really nice, but we would have benefited from more light, and it would have felt a little better if that light functioned properly. Cold-wise, it was fine. We would have probably benefited from a colder sleeping bag. But overall, it was a good night. And then we woke up. What time did we wake up?
8:18.
8:18. Oh yeah, we already said that. And we got out of there by 10.
4. Dude, I woke up at 4.
Oh yeah, we hung out.
Yeah, remember
we hung out a little bit at 4.
4 in the morning.
Yep.
Still dark. I was actually happy waking up. Like I wasn't cold, you know.
Right.
Like it wasn't like the 15-degree weather that we were in hunting last
nothing
year.
Nothing will compare to 15-degree weather.
No. We did, yeah.
But I'd say that if we did it again, there is a few things we would change. Just pack less food.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Be more aware.
Yeah, when we got hiking. Oh no, we didn't even mention this. So we woke up at 8:18.
Yeah.
And realized what was about to have to be done.
Oh yeah, dude.
You should have seen our pants. You should have seen his socks.
My socks.
What's that saying?
I don't know.
You don't remember?
No.
Okay,
but
I'll say it. Socks that could stand up on their own.
Oh yeah.
Well, these things were like knee-high socks, and they were soaked with sweat from the day before and then frozen. So they were knee-high, stiff socks. So you could like hold them at one end, and it would be like a rod just sticking out. Like
that's funny. Both of them.
Yeah, both of them.
Sword
I didn't even know
length.
that they were your socks when I saw them sitting up
Yeah,
there.
I know. Well, I threw one like between the wall and the ladder, and I couldn't lift it out.
Oh wow.
It was like stuck to it all.
Wow. Yeah, but we realized we were gonna have to put our feet in completely frozen boots, and I'm talking solid.
Yeah, they would not stretch.
No, they wouldn't stretch. I had to heat mine because I had like high topped, like insulated boots, and so I had to heat it up over our can of fuel that we cooked with the night before, in order
Good
to
old MSR.
Yeah, in order to stretch it out to where I could put my foot in it, and then our pants themselves were completely stiff and frozen at the bottom.
It basically nothing changed from when they were taken off to when they were put back on in the morning.
Yeah, and we had to put them back on.
What did we say in the morning? We literally slept in a fridge.
Oh yeah, we slept in a refrigerator because like the food that we didn't eat is still good because
Yeah.
it's like cold enough, but it wasn't like frozen blocks.
Yeah.
But if we had left it outside, it would have been frozen blocks. So outside was the freezer and inside was the refrigerator. We were sleeping inside the refrigerator.
On purpose.
Yeah. So again in the morning we ate another pound of hamburger.
Yep, more taco.
More tacos. We ate a whole pound of granola while we were out there.
Yep.
Bootstrap granola.
I think that did it.
That helped.
Yeah.
That definitely helped. We had 8 lar bars total.
Yep.
Yep. We didn't break into any peanut butter or any chicken. Any chickpea.
Beef, flour bars,
And
cheese.
and cheese. Brian Callen would have been proud of us. He's into cheese. He really likes cheese.
Is he? For sure.
Yeah, he likes that. I hear him talking about like inviting people over, and that's what they do. Is like,
oh yeah, cheese and wine.
yeah, cheese and wine,
Yeah.
platters of cheese and a little bit of wine, and he knows his wine and he knows his cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had some like raw milk made cheddar.
Yeah, we have. I
It's
love
like maple
Vermont
smoked.
cheddar.
Yeah, Vermont
Yeah.
cheddar is so good. And this stuff that we had is like local type farm.
No,
Like
everything we ate.
smaller than Cabot.
Everything we ate, dude.
That's true. Yeah, we got it
Yeah.
all at the co-op. Even the greens were really nice. That's so
Yeah.
funny. Romaine is like on everybody's list.
Oh, yeah,
like
I know.
hit list right
Well,
now.
I got recalled.
Yeah, I
Because
know.
at work.
Massive.
Yeah.
You can't use it. You
No,
guys
we
have to
couldn't.
like
We didn't have it for weeks. We
Wow.
just used.
different stuff. Oh, it would
Yeah.
be lettuce, but not romaine
Well,
lettuce.
they use iceberg,
iceberg. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
but it, like in sales and stuff, it affects the sales. Like it really does affect a lot.
Oh, it affects
Like
your
peop-
salad sales because
yeah,
people
like,
think
yeah.
about it. Wow. Wow.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even fully know what happened. Like why I got recalled.
I don't either. Just had
Yeah.
E. coli or something.
Oh yeah.
Which people are getting sick, but I don't know what that means. Like,
I don't know either. Like
yeah.
every farm.
Right, that's what I mean.
Just
I don't
the
know if it's like
certain
one
lettuce.
big farm or what.
Right.
Yeah. But we started hiking, and this is philosophical. We thought it was gonna be way worse. Like we were dreading it really,
Yeah.
really badly. Like leaving
In the morning.
Yeah, in the morning. Like it took us a long time to actually get ourselves up and going.
Mentally prepared.
And our feet were really cold when we started and frozen in those boots. Solid frozen. Really, really cold. You said I didn't understand.
Dude,
I don't understand
okay.
you sometimes.
Oh,
But
yeah, I
that
know.
time, you told me that your toe fell off. I still
My
don't know
big
what you
toe,
mean.
My big toe was not existent in any feeling.
So you lost feeling of your toe?
I guess so. Like I
But
felt
it
like
felt like
well,
it fell off?
at the same time as that happening, the sock was curling over itself. So every time I stepped on something, I would feel it, but like farther down on my foot
Yeah.
rather than the toe.
So you
so-
thought it was a chunk of your toe?
Yeah, no joke.
Did you find out it isn't?
Yeah, it's good. My toe's good.
Okay.
I don't know. It's just a mixture of everything that's happening.
Right. But when you look at me with that like wide-eyed look, and you're like, my toe fell off, or a piece of my toe fell off, you said. Well, like I really tried to break down and clarify what it was, but you still couldn't come up with anything. And then the conclusion that we came to is we can't do anything out here. So even if your toe is off, we got to just keep going.
And I did. I just bit my tongue.
Yeah. It only took us 2 hours from the top of the mountain to the bottom of the mountain.
Yeah. Same length.
Same length.
Same trail.
Same amount of miles. Same trail.
More than half 2 hours. The time.
Yeah, more than half the time. Because we didn't have to take nearly.
Yeah, we took 3 or 4 breaks.
Yeah.
Rather than one every minute.
Oh, one downfall, a downhill.
Oh yeah, dude.
I've got baseball and softball sized bruises on my calves from that sled running into the back of my legs.
Yep.
Dragging it and having it smash me in the back of the legs.
Yeah, because dude, it was unfortunate. It wouldn't like slide down.
It wouldn't slide down on its own.
Just because the snow was all bumpy and.
Yeah.
So you had to have it behind you.
I had to have it behind me because my original plan was on the downhills. I was just gonna attach a rope to the back of it and then kind of let it fall. But that wasn't working.
Yeah.
It wasn't working at all, so I had to drag it. Eventually what I ended up doing on the downhills was tying the rope higher up and then grabbing it higher up so that I was basically like lifting the front and letting the back drag, and that helped the backs of my legs a lot.
Yeah, winter trips are so different.
So different. That's why there's a lot less footage than we expected to get to. That's something.
True.
Second day we didn't care about footage. You're just in the mentality of just want to get home.
Yeah, I mean, calories for me. I just wanted.
Oh, you wanted food, yeah.
It's just something, everybody has that thing.
Yeah, definitely.
That they crave when they're at their worst.
Right. Yeah, I would say that
food. Really
grateful for this trip, and we'll definitely do more like it. But we were talking about this. We're the adventure brothers. We're not the stupid brothers. And so we're not trying to push the envelope on situations. Like, we want to figure out the best way of doing things and, like, learn from what we're doing.
Yep.
And then do it better the next time.
Yeah, and that's what we're doing.
Yeah. So, for instance, that sled can go F itself.
For sure.
On any uphill journeys.
Yep. Yeah.
Like,
it's an awesome sled.
It's a great sled, and on flat, it is a breeze.
Yep.
It feels like you're not even dragging anything, no matter how much weight is in that.
Very
but
true.
the thing about it is, there was no flat. It was all uphill or downhill. You were either going up or coming back down.
Camels Hump.
Camels Hump. So crazy, though, when we got to the top and we were seeing, like, the summit from our position.
Oh, yeah, dude.
We were at, like, 3,000 feet, looking up 1,000 feet to the very top.
Yeah.
And it was, like, wind gusted. Completely
Instagram highlights.
Yep.
Yeah, it wasn't like fog up there, but it was like snow being blown constantly.
Right.
Like off of the mountain.
Right. Yeah, it was like a constant snowdrift.
Yep.
Yeah, those trees. We already said it, but you can't even emphasize like how much snow is actually up in the sky, like on those trees. Feet and feet and feet. There's 4 feet on some of those trees.
Dude, the bending of the trees. They could not handle the weight.
There were even trees over that weren't the night before in the trail.
Yep.
Like that had fell over in the night before from all that weight.
It's definitely snow's a tree killer.
Yeah, I picture probably like the wind between wind and snow. Those definitely take down the most trees. There were some big branches down that I was like, wow. Good thing we were already past that. Oh, I'm sore.
I'm feeling it.
Are you sore in your shoulders at all?
Not so much my shoulder. I mean, you're the one pulling extra weight.
Yeah, and with my hands most of the time.
It's all my legs.
Yeah, my shoulders are pretty sore, and my biceps are sore.
Yeah.
All in a good way, though.
Yeah. Memories.
Yeah, we're going to do more day hikes rather than overnights.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Still fill our day
just
up.
as fulfilling.
Right.
Just got to do it.
And this episode is more of an adventure episode. But we'll be back next week with just regular talk show. I'd say we should get to current events.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to go first, or do you want?
Yeah, we could do it.
Okay.
Dude. it's not very enthusiastic for like Vermonters, but Snoop Dogg got his wall of star of fame or whatever.
Oh,
Your
okay.
like
On the Hollywood
star,
thing?
yeah. And it says Snoop Dogg, which is cool. Like I thought it would say a real name, but it
Oh,
says
but it
Snoop Dogg.
says Snoop Dogg.
And I watched the interview
Yep.
that he was on
Yep.
for it. He did the Crip walk on it.
Wow. On his.
Yeah,
Wow.
he's dressed in Gucci. And
That's
he looks,
great.
it is. It's actually a really awesome interview.
That's cool.
It's cool to see him do it because, like, as an artist, he's always there, you know?
You know, I used
At
to
our
listen.
age.
Rap is what I used to listen to the most. Like,
Really?
yeah, coming up. The first album, like the first CDs that I ever found were Eminem's Curtain Call,
Yeah.
50 Cent Massacre.
Yep.
Who
Play it
else?
in your Xbox. Your
Yeah,
Xbox, like original Xbox.
Original Xbox.
Yeah.
That thing was a brick and a half. That thing was a cobblestone. And
Yep.
and yeah, you could download all your songs, any CD that you had onto it, and I would bump all sorts of stuff. Doggy Style was
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg's.
Yep.
All those like Gin and Juice. Those are some
for sure.
classic songs.
Yeah, he's been making music for a long time.
Bow wow wow. Yippee
Dr.
yo,
Dre
yippee
was
yay.
there with him.
Yup, Dr. Dre back in the day.
Yeah.
I like Snoop Dogg. I don't know what he's doing like nowadays. I don't know any of his newer stuff.
I do only because I'm subscribed to his Snapchat.
Oh, nice.
So I'm watching him daily.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
That's cool.
he's just chilling. He's made it.
Nice. He used to have a show. Did you know that?
Yeah.
The show was kind of like him.
They
or
just
the
he talks to
Kardashians.
people, smokes.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he had like a shack.
GGN, I think it's called.
He had a shack that was
Yeah.
like his hangout shack, like video games and chicken wings and
Really?
yeah, it was pretty funny.
That's awesome. He's acted a little bit.
Has he?
I think he wants to. I don't know.
I haven't seen him in anything, but I'm not the biggest moviegoer.
Yeah. Snoop.
Anything else you want to say about that?
No, I'm just. It's cool to see
Right.
people make it.
Yep, definitely. It's
Yeah.
the same kind of thing like when somebody finally makes it in the Rock and Roll Hall of
Yeah.
Fame.
It's definitely like picture that, dude. Having your name, your like artistic name, what
Right.
you're known for,
Yeah.
on a sidewalk,
Yeah,
in
on
a
the
star.
dude. Yeah, the Hollywood Star. It's a big deal. Definitely a
sure.
big deal. Mine is on a different note, more in the science specter. Talking about SpaceX and how they're getting closer and closer to where they want to be
Mm-hmm.
with reusable rockets.
Whoa.
Yeah, reusable rockets is the next biggest, and it's like the biggest innovation like happening nowadays
Right now.
with rocket travel, because that's where all the fuel is held, is what's being reused right now. And they're doing a lot of tests to find out if it is possible, which they're finding out is. Their goal is to be able to do a launch, have the fuselage disattach once it's empty, land in the ocean, bring it back, do the minor repairs that's needed, and then launch again the next day. That's what they're trying to get to.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And have that one drop it just as the same.
Yes.
So it doesn't even leave our orbit.
No, the fusel part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they're really, really close.
Is that what's running by that? Like who's doing that?
SpaceX is the company.
Oh,
So that's
okay.
Elon Musk's company.
Oh shoot. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a Falcon 9 rocket, which I haven't researched too much. But they're launching on Monday, so tomorrow, from when this is being recorded. And this will be the third flight of this fuselage.
What does that mean?
You know what that
commercial?
means? Yes. Yes.
Oh.
There's so much money. It costs so much money in order to bring something to space
Yeah.
because of all the parts that are just built for one-time use.
Right.
But if you can build something that can be reused, like 5, 6, they want longer than that. They want it to be used a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Continuous.
And they want it to be further than just the fuselage too.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they want to be able to have reusable everything, basically.
So flies out of Earth.
Yep. Drops whatever it didn't
Yeah.
need, and then that's collected.
What does it do there? Does it just orbit around Earth?
Actually, funny you say that. I found some statistics. satellites generally fly, and I may be wrong on this, but this is what the article stated. So don't quote me too much, but there's something that's called the geostationary orbit, and that's 22,000 miles above Earth.
What the hell, dude?
And that's where they orbit.
And we can so we get there.
Yeah, I don't know what mileage the International Space Station orbits, but I think it's like a lot closer than that.
I think so.
I think
too.
it's in like the hundreds of miles.
We have a lot of satellites I've heard that are
so
close.
So many satellites.
Reads your license plate.
So
Tight.
many. When it gets launched, bro.
Yeah.
5,000 miles per hour off of the block.
Oh my god. From Earth.
Earth.
So wait, what does it look like? The ship.
It looks like
a satellite or
no? It looks like a rocket. Like
like
a rocket that you'd send to war.
Okay.
Like skinny.
Yeah.
With
like a big version of those toy ones that you pump up.
Yes, exactly. It doesn't quite look like a spaceship. You know how the spaceship is kind of like
the typical spaceship.
Yeah, and it's like attached to those different like fuselages. This is more just a dick with balls, and those balls are the fuselage.
All right.
I'm trying to reuse them.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, if we're that close right now, it's no time.
Yeah, and just talking about some of the implications that this could bring us is if humans are going to be a spacefaring race, we have to get components under control.
For sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have to figure out the exact blends to the T. We have to find out what can last the longest, what's going to perform the best, aerodynamic.
Over a continuous amount of time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. They were talking about helicopters right now have a system in place.
Oh, wow.
And the reason why a lot of those fuselages couldn't be used before is because they weren't set up to be repaired in the same way. Helicopters are vibration machines. So every piece on the helicopter has a lifespan because it's constantly being vibrated and it's being like basically torn apart from the inside
like a
out.
car, like you're always driving it.
Yeah, and they've gotten helicopters down to a science to where there's instruments that will let you know what pieces need to be like repaired when.
Wow.
And this is all determined on how many vibrations. So it's like counting the vibration cycles. So they're using that technology now with these rockets and getting all this information in digital form back to tell them you need to repair here. There's preventative repairs that need to be happened here.
So we're living the futuristic movie. Like,
yeah, we really are. We really,
that's
really
crazy.
are.
Yeah, because you see that in like Star Trek.
You do. You see like you see like a logistic machine that you don't understand.
Yep.
That's just like they're like, oh, repairs on the second deck, please.
Dude, if it was to happen,
Hal.
it'd be
Do
better.
you know who Hal is?
Hal, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Hal, don't kill us all. That's so funny.
That's crazy that we're doing that though, as a human, just as a human race.
Oh my gosh, the human experience is the best one.
Yeah,
I'm so glad I'm not a dolphin.
I'm so yes.
I'm not saying that I'm not talking down to dolphins.
Right,
Please don't get that idea, dolphins. If somebody's playing this podcast through you're a cool species, but you ain't got no thumbs.
For real.
You ain't got none of them thumbs.
It's cool. It's cool that we're like the perfect shape. Size, like
to manipulate.
To manipulate
you can
our
make
environment.
Yeah, with our hands, we can make. So like, if you just take a human without any tools, I'm talking like absolutely naked human. He has his teeth maybe are sharp.
Yeah.
He can like hit with his hands. He can like punch and stuff. But like a wolf has its teeth.
Rips things.
Yes. A cat has its knives on its hands.
Yeah, 10
claws.
of them. Dude, 20 of them.
Yeah. But here's the thing about humans. If you grip a knife in your hand, you now have a knife. A knife is part of your body at this point because of the way that the hand is shaped. So you become like a mech. You become like a cyborg.
Yep.
Like because
instantly.
you're fusing technology with biology.
Wow.
And then but it doesn't just have to be like a destructive way. Like you could like a wrench. Picture how tight a bolt is when it's really, really tight.
Yep.
if a naked human with no tools tried to undo that bolt,
Not gonna get it undone.
no. You put a wrench in that human's hands, and now that human becomes a go-go gadget wrench. And he can just undo all the bolts he ever wanted. Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool that we're
The right tool for the right job.
I was gonna say we have so many tools. We can do anything.
Yep. That's why there's 7,000 sizes of Allen wrenches, and you can never find the right one.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep. Well, I'd say that's a pretty good day. Pretty good weekend we had. We hope you guys had a good weekend as well.
Mm-hmm. Beginning of December.
Not even winter yet.
Yeah, I was gonna winter starts soon.
Yeah, 20 days, 20-something days. That's so funny.
Yeah.
All right, we'll catch you guys next time. Have a good day.
Peace out.